And we are back. Last time, we found Tolly. She didn't join us. She has her own shit going on. That's fine. But we found her. And also, a bunch of her Quarian team members were killed. And also, we found out that a group of people called a group of creatures, things, aliens, called the Collectors were collecting human bodies for some reason. I'm gonna go on a whim and say that they're collecting. And now we're gonna go on a journey to collect more squad members. Yeah, the reason I started in the main menu, because if you remember last time, I ended on the mission end screen, and I don't know where it's gonna put me. So I'm just gonna start from here and see what happens. Ooh, perfect. Hi, Jokey. Oh, the Normandy's back as well. How could I forget? I like the outfit I gave us. So, welcome to the Normandy. I don't know if you've ever been on it or heard of it, but it's very cool and, you know. Yep. Oh, of course you put your goddamn logo everywhere.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
So can we, like, scratch out that logo real quick and
I've
put
been
my
looking
own?
over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Sure. Yeah, alright, fine.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are
Oh!
you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Orb. Joker. Why won't Joker like this? Is he not a fan of AI or orbs or you? Huh. Okay, well. It could be
Having
useful.
an AI in charge of the Normandy's system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, Cerberus has severely restricted my capabilities. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Okay, bye. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what electronic warfare might entail. Is that just hacking and counter-hacking? Or do we have like a Tesla weapon attached to this thing? Anybody else new around here?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return
Good to
to
be
our
back.
posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
I have questions. Don't do that. Galaxy map. Use the galaxy map to pick a new destination for the Normandy. Yeah, I've done this before, game. You don't need to. Private terminal. Use our private terminal to get status updates on your squad. Woo! That's new. Armory. Select weapons for your squad from the armory. Woo! That's also newish. Use the elevator to access the other decks. That's not new. Use to customize your appearance in the there. Acquire the professor. Good news, everyone. To acquire upgrade. Okay, I was reading that. Well, time for like basically a full episode of exploring the Normandy again, because that's what I feel this is going to be. Maybe not a full episode. You know, like enough. Scholar. Oh my god, we're getting so many codex entries. Haptic adaptive interface. Alright. What's the button? They changed what the codex button was from the first game. I'm like hitting the usual buttons that I usually hit on. Do I have to use this? Fine. Alright, it's back to reading lore, baby. Computers. Haptic, adaptive, and interface. Advances in computing have done away with traditional input devices like keyboards. Instead, modern input peripherals are usually holographically displayed in front of the user at a height and angle for ergonomic ease. Machines that use this interface detect a user through the Machines that use this interface detect a user through a microframe chip in the user's glove that keys into the computer. Once a user is accepted, motion accelerometers in the user's glove match his hand's location with that of a. It's pretty early for me. I haven't had coffee today, and I forgot. I hit my head recently really hard with a coconut. So I'm. Excuses. Match the user's location with that of a proportionate but smaller mirror set of controls inside the computer itself. As the user presses against the holographic field, force feedback in the glove kicks in, giving a slight resistance. A person can then feel his way through the touchscreen that isn't actually there. A simple toggle switch on the back of the hands allows the gloves to be turned off when not in use. Haptic interfaces have become so common that some individuals undergo cybernetic enhancement surgery to have the accelerometers implanted in their fingertips. Going bare skin is the sign of a committed computer user who no longer has to fuss with putting on gloves or cleaning them with alcohol wipes to get rid of the clammy hand smell. You know, when we first started this episode, I didn't think I'd have to read the words clammy hand smell. Also, what advances, like, I'm reading this thing, and this just sounds like a lot of extra work that a keyboard and mouse really do just solve. Like, if there ever comes a time in my life where computers become so advanced that I need to potentially get surgery to use them, it's not happening. I'm becoming a Luddite, and I'm not using technology anymore if that's the case. Luddites are the one who don't use technology, right? Alright, whatever. And then security max. Oh yeah, that's words. Hold on, please get a sip of water. Alright, here we go. The death of thousands of security and military personnel in the Battle of the Citadel was a loss felt throughout the galaxy. As large numbers of qualified personnel transferred to the Citadel to replace those that died, short-handed security companies filled out their numbers with large-scale use of unmanned security robots, commonly referred to as mechs. The security robots are typically grouped into light and heavy varieties. Light mechs come in a variety of sizes, but are easily distinguished by opposable digits that help them in their versatile security roles. So, light mechs have thumbs, basically. Heavy mechs lack digits. Oh no, light mechs have fingers. I just like to think that light mechs only have thumbs and that's what makes them different. It's funny. Heavy mechs lack digits and are simply weapon platforms intended to keep the peace in high threat areas. The quadrupedal dog mech has a face composed of a contraband detecting sensors, and it too is armed in case a perpetrator resists arrest. A typical security mech has an extremely limited virtual intelligence. Its duty is straightforward and narrow, usually to guard an area, run a friend or foe program to halt unauthorized access, and fire a set of pre-recorded voice commands to warn troublemakers away from the area. Light security mechs are equipped with irritant sprays and electroshockers to force compliance. The heavy mechs may be outfitted with flashbang stunners for similar purposes. When facing an opponent armed with a firearm, any mech will immediately resort to lethal anti-personnel weapons to neutralize the threat. Sorry, I'm scratching my eye. I was going on a good reading streak there. If the situation turns violent rapidly, though, it may not even use its warnings. Security mechs are frowned upon for actual military duty, though tough enough to survive most firefights. Firefights. Their VI simply does not have the programming to plan an ambush, rescue a hostage, treat a wound, or any other countless other objectives that a soldier must be able to perform on the fly. It's good to be getting back into reading lore. There's more codex entries? Oh my god, there is. Normandy SR2.
With elaborate secrecy, Cerberus labored for years to build a new, superior Normandy.
I don't know about
Vehicle's many alterations produced a craft nearly double the original size.
Oh.
Requiring
realize
an
that.
even larger Tantalus drive core to compensate. The new Normandy features greater space in living quarters, research laboratory, observation deck, and cargo bay. Its shuttle can make landings the Normandy cannot attempt. In addition to tight beam communicators, Normandy's Quantum Entanglement Communicator, QEC, provides instantaneous contact with the elusive man. The Enhanced Defense Intelligence AI coordinates many of the ship's combat functions, assisting and even supplanting human piloting. Potential upgrades are numerous. The airframe could support additional armor and an axial mass accelerator. The thrusters could support recent advances in fuel technology beyond H2O2 chemical rockets. And the hull can mount double the standard number of kinetic barrier projectors, leaving space for stronger shields, easily sustainable via the new ESO drive core. The systems with elaborate the system
just trying to
with
compare
elab-
them.
with elaborate the Systems Alliance space
There's like a couple
with
of
elaborate
differences to these.
The Systems Alliance space
Wait, like
vehicle
the wings
Normandy
are like
is
different
with
looking, I think.
secrecy, Cerberus labored for the Systems Alliance
And like these
space
little
vehicle
flat bits up
Normandy
front are like
is a, with
vertical
elaborate
instead of
secrecy,
horizontal.
Cerberus labored
Do we still have more? Oh my god.
in
Collectors. Ooh.
living
Ooh.
beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems. Living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious collector's species has been
Mirelurks.
so rarely as to be taken for a myth by most in galactic society. In reality, collectors are human-sized insectoid bipeds and can resemble massive winged beetles. They are a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Collectors generate permanent stasis fields around themselves, creating nightmarish red-shifted energy fields. In battle, they hold position whenever possible, relying on their aggressive biotics and nearly limitless power. Several types of bipedal collectors have been identified, including minions, defenders,
Oh, great.
zealots,
Different
assassins,
varieties of enemies.
and artillery operators. Acting together, collectors have imprisoned entire cities in stasis. While no definite forensic accounting exists to explain the fate of those imprisoned, leading speculation is that victims are harvested for scientific experimentation and neurobiological repurposing.
Ugh. Neurobiological repurposing is the worst phrase I have ever heard in my life. Any other lore that I haven't read yet? Alright, there we go. Journal. Stop the collectors. Find them. Find them. Find them. Yeah, we'll deal with those as Archangel. We'll deal with all of those as we get to them. Squad. Oh, I have points. So, I might save up my points because I really haven't been using any of my abilities to their highest. To their highest, I don't think, because I kind of forget that I have them and I just keep using overload. I do want to use the combat drone more. What does it actually do, so I remember? It shocks people and it like stands there, I think, is like the main thing. Draw enemy fire, stun, damage shields. Right, so it damages shields mostly and takes fire. Alright. Incinerate. Damage over time permanently stops our health regen. Very good against armor. You know what? We'll make our bomb better. Our fire bomb better. 'Cause we also have like an electricity bomb, a fire bomb, and a ice bomb, it seems. Yeah. And also AI hacking eventually. Alright. I like the look. Ooh. Alright, what's up, Jokey? You know, there really doesn't seem to be, like, that many controls up here for, like...
Running green.
Looks like it's running orange. And maybe even blue to me.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Boy, that's a little strong, don't you think? Anyway, does this Normandy have cup holders? It's like that would be the ultimate. Ship is just a copy. We can trust them for now. This is too. This really does seem too good to be true. Now that I think they brought me back to life. Give me a new and improved, bigger, better, leather, seedier ship. Just to stop the reapers from reaping and the collectors from collecting. The Elusive Man has other plans, I'm sure of it.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good
We
to
can
see
take
you're
the
keeping
seat.
it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Shutter control. Ooh. Okay, that's nice. Bring that back open though. I like it. I like that. It's like, okay. First off, let's talk about how I can tell that that's no longer just a PNG placed outside the ship anymore. So that's a big upgrade already. And I like that there's a little reactivity in the environment. Is that what the interactivity with the environment? That's the one, not reactivity. Well, maybe. I can close the shutter controls for some reason, but I don't want to keep them open. They're nice and pretty and blue. Well, Edie, was it pronounced? I'll talk with you later. Flight controls? Oh, there's gonna be so much codex entries in here. You know what? I'm trying to debate whether I want to, just save all the codex entries until after I explore the entire Normandy. Yeah, let's do that. Or read all the codex entries at the end of this. Eddie,
Yes,
whatever. So.
I
You.
want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do here?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Great. Cyber warfare? What was that?
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I
Alright, that's
seize
pretty
control
cool.
of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown.
Just open
On
the doors.
defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
If you have control of the systems, just jettison all of everything out the doors. It's out the airlock. That seems like the plan. What monitoring devices?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
What
He has
type of?
invested most of Cerberus's
Oh god, this camera
resources
angle.
into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
What additional functions?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Great. So what's
Let's
something
discuss
else?
something else.
Ready.
You
I
still.
want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific
Oh
inquiry?
god, we're gonna be here for a while. No, what?
Why are you named Edie?
Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI.
Oh.
That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
All right, sure enough. Where are you?
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box
What?
located behind the medical bay.
Quantum blue box. That's crazy sounding. What's up with you and
How are you
Jokey?
getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
I mean, it did kind of blow up at the end there when an asteroid started shooting at us. And then I broke your arm. I guess something else.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
So what's up with servers? What is this room? Yeah. You know that coconut I was talking about earlier? Yeah, I got hit on the head by that again, and I forgot what a cockpit is.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
So, like, I killed quite a few Cerberus members, like, a while back. Do they, like... They're chill with that, yeah? What do they got?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Block?
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Right. So, like, what's the power structure look
How
like?
is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another.
Fair
Each
enough.
cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
How many are there?
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
A block? Alright, let's talk about the elephant room that we're in.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
For some reason, I felt like that was a question that would be answered. Why are they keeping that in for...
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
So, like, where are we? I'm not asking because I want to know. I'm asking to see if you know.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator
The
plots
Joker's
out
looking at me
NPL
like,
vectors,
did
and
you
the
just ask
helmsman
that?
maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
See ya.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
See you later, Joker. Could really do without the logo being plastered right there. Yeoman Chambers. What's up? I don't think you were here last time.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
The pleasure.
I'm
is
glad to
mine.
have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
So what's
Do
up?
you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
This is a conversation was hid behind like 3 different dialogue branches. So what is an administrative assistant or whatever
What
you
are
said
your
you were?
responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Perfect. Anything else?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows
Yeoman
how
is a
risky our
title.
mission is. Many of us
It
may
seems.
not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You stay the hell away from me. I don't trust therapists. You're a counselor?
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Well, glad that you're here then.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
So, like, you work for Cerberus, yeah?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a lot of talk about humans.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put
Maybe a little
humankind on
harsh.
top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too.
I don't think that's a
love
good
humanity.
analogy, Kelly.
I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Oh God, I'm desperately trying to. Elcor. You didn't say anything about the Elcor. Well, you saying you don't like the Elcor? I'll put you in the ground for that. I'll find some ground to put you in first. You say you like the Oko right now? I'm not. Maybe Kelly thinks that this is. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think everybody in Cerberus has the same view of aliens that Kelly does. So I'm gonna keep a lookout on that. Are you happy?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Yeah, just look out for any asteroids that start shooting at me. Apparently we're very weak to that. Also, we won't fail.
Don't worry.
Quick saves.
We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
What? I'd get you, I guess.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No.
I better go.
Okay. Welcome aboard, Commander.
Oh, I can also talk to her here. Them. Us? We. Whatever. Why did I think that? I thought that just said pirate terminal. Oy. What do I want to That place looks new. We have an elevator, we have an ED. Galaxy map, I'll look at that last. Let's look at the terminal. Team status. Sure. Ooh. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a lot more than last game. At least 2 more. I forget exactly how many people. I don't want to. Dossier, the veteran. Oh, God, there's a lot. There's a lot of text here. Or there's gonna be. Dossier, the veteran. Zahid Masani. Combat, survival, tactics, and protection. Zaid has stopped talking. Zaid has stopped taking work recently, but he was last seen on Omega. His reputation as the premier bounty hunter in the galaxy has caught up with him, and he is rumored to spend his days drinking and shooting would-be rivals. There is none better in a fight. Sounds useful. There's a group of 3 there we can't look at. Dossier, the Professor. Dr. Morden Solus, biological weapons expert. Light weapons training with Solarian Special Tasks Group. Dr. Morden Solus is a Solarian biological weapons expert whose technology may hold the key to countering Collector attacks. He is currently operating a medical clinic in the slums of Omega, which is also the same place as good old Zaid. Archangel, small unit tactical expertise, omni-tool expert, and noted sniper. Archangel is a military commander whose operations are noted for their technical expertise and strategic brilliance. He is responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders on Omega, and can likely be found there. Wow, really? Everybody's just... Cycle appearance? What? Info. Loyalty normal. Okay. Ability is all those things. Machine guns, heavy pistols. What? Oh, I could make her dress up like an idiot. Dossier, the Warlord. Dr. O'Keir. Millennia of combat and strategic experience. Rumored familiarity with Collector technology. A brilliant, brutal Krogan warlord and Krogan rebellion's veteran, O'Keir is obsessed with saving the Krogan from the genophage. It appears he contacted the Collectors to gain the necessary technology. Currently at a Blue Suns camp on Corliss. His relationship with the mercenaries is unknown. Jacob. Normal. He has all those things. And he's good with those things. The Convict. Jack. No last name. Exceptional biotic ability. Note, criminal background, currently in custody. Jack is currently rumored to be the most powerful human biotic. Little else is known, but the subject has a history of violence and should be approached carefully. Currently, Jack is being held on the Turian prison ship Purgatory. Yeah, okay, you didn't need to name it that. Cerberus has negotiated for the subject's release. Dossier the Master Thief. Kasumi. Sabotage, infiltration, extraction. Property acquisition, stealth, agile combat. The subject has stolen extremely valuable resources from Cerberus in the past. Alarm systems, DNA encoders, guards, and various other deterrents were bypassed, and we don't know how. She was last seen on the Citadel. Oh, I get to go to the Citadel again. Alright, well. Review your upgrades. About upgrades. Don't have any right now. Unread messages. Okay.